Welcome back to a packed spectrum here. Aggies on top of San Jose State, 29-27. 71st meeting all time between the Spartans and Aggies. Aggies lead the overall series 49-21. Brooks, they've won 10 in a row in the series, and they've won 31 of the last 35 games.
Well, they've been so good in the second half is when the Aggies have really dominated and see if they can pull something away. You know, just looking at the highlights and the way the first half's gone, it seems like Utah State's playing to the competition. You know, this is a game that they really, if you look at records and common opponents, they should really be winning. The stars are out tonight in the student section, all the cutouts. This time they've got beards on. They really took this beard out serious.
It's been a big deal on Twitter all week long, the whole beard out thing, and it worked pretty well. Jared Shaw, jump hook doesn't go. Keyshawn ready to battle for it. With DJ Brown, and it's going to be, because the alternating possession arrow, it'll be Spartan basketball.
Great job by DJ Brown just getting in there and tying the ball up. That was a great move coming from Keyshawn, from Jared Shaw and Keyshawn there for the rebound. Unfortunately, that's tough when you're coming down with all your momentum to keep that ball too high.
Xavier Jones, the top scorer for the Spartans in the first half, as Cunningham misses his jumper. Here's Marcel Davis inside to Jared Shaw. Back out to Davis. Medlin's got it.
I like Davis's ability to go right to Shaw. Shaw noticed it wasn't there and kicked it back out and reset the offense. Hopefully they're taking hint here. It's a much better possession, at least the way this one started.
There's Medlin in the lane. Oh, how did they get that one to go down?
And that was
Medlin.
The spin move, and then with the left hand, Michael. Medlin now with 11 points. And I mentioned that was a much better possession. It started with Marcel Davis pushing the break. It wasn't there, and they reset the offense and got an easy bucket.
And now chance of Fear the Beard. Cunningham. Jump hook is short. Shaw with the rebound.
Shaw almost rebounded that at about his chest.
Medlin again. This time it's off the mark. Cunningham another board. Pennington, shot a swat at it. And Brown got it and was fouled by Jared Shaw. I thought Jared might have got another block there.
Boy, he altered the shot for sure, but you've got to stay with it. You got to stay with it and get a body and go get a rebound. But how about Medlin? Little spin move, razzle-dazzle with the lefty. Boy,
it looked like a tough finish from this angle. Made it look easy.
Well, that's a conference player of the year. That's an all-conference player.
As you mentioned, the preseason conference player of the year. Playing that way. Look at the backdrop.
Yeah.
Tough shooting there.
There is a plethora of cardboard. And I believe the
all
Aggies
of them with beards, except for Cinderella and Ariel.
Justin Bieber.
So I like that. They let the princesses alone, but everybody else with beards.
I think Jackie Chan's up there with a beard.
Brown making good on his free throw attempt. Just a 32% free throw shooter on the season, Alex Brown. But he's a shot blocker and to do other things for Coach Nessman.
Credit him for stepping up and knocking a big one down.
Medlin. Here's Butterfield. Davis with some space. A pull-up floater that time by Marcel Davis. Good to see.
A great spin, a tremendous screen. A great pick, and he's able to come off that pick and get the floater to go. As soon as the defender committed, he's able to get that little floater up over the shot blocker's arms. It's a great offensive possession.
2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for Davis.
A much better flow to Utah State offensively here in the second half.
Oh, Brown right there to clean it up. Nice offensive set that time by the Spartans. And again, it's that offensive rebound and the size by Brown.
San Jose State will not go away. They're being very active on the boards.
Davis steps into a 3. Doesn't fall. Out of bounds, it'll be San Jose State basketball as Butterfield and Shaw were in the mix.
Well, that shot might have been forced a little coming from Marcel Davis. Maybe a little out of rhythm. I mean, he's a good shooter, and you want him to take the open shot. That shot wasn't open.
Yeah, he looked over at the bench and kind of pointed his chest saying, my bad. Approach 17 minutes to play, second half. 3-point Aggie advantage. Brown with the penetration. Here's Cunningham. scores over Jared Shaw.
The Aggies were in zone defensively, and it seemed like there was a lot of white jerseys with their hands in their pockets, standing and watching. If you're going to play zone, get your hands up and be active defensively.
Cunningham joining Jones now in double figures for the Spartans with 10. Keyshawn Reed had it knocked away, but draws the foul, and Keyshawn will head to the free throw line.
The ball got deep in the paint that time. They're very patient. Getting the ball deep in the paint, and you're going to draw a foul if you get that low, because they're going to have to come over the top of you with their hands. You're either going to score or draw the foul.
Reed averages 30 minutes, 12 points, 6 rebounds. Leads the team in block shots with 24. Just a 66% free throw shooter, but makes good on the first. And Stephon Smith checks in. And
see Brown, he's got 3 fouls. He's going to have to take an early seat. And now San Jose's forced to go to the smaller lineup, bringing in Stephon Smith. Listed at 6'8", but standing out there, he might be 6'6", 6'7". He's a bruiser, though.
He's got the fade working, too, so give him a little bit of height on the hair. So Reed, just a 66% free throw shooter, makes both.
The Aggies are going to try and stay in zone defensively. They're going to make San Jose beat them by shooting the long-distance ball. I mean, they're not a tremendous three-point shooting team. They shoot 33% from downtown as a team. And they're going to force them to take distant shots and try and clog the middle.
Jones, the team in scoring that first half. Oh, he gets the bounce here. Give him the friendly roll for Xavier Jones.
You know, two ways to beat a zone. You pass the ball and you move it and get defenders moving out of position, or if you can penetrate it and get defenders to collapse, it opens up lanes. Right there, he penetrated the zone. A tremendous job.
Medlin. Oh, it's a nice feed by Keyshawn Reed. And now Medlin urging the herd to get loud.
San Jose went zone. Keyshawn Reed was able to penetrate. Defender slides over. You leave shooters open.
Oh, Stephon Smith able to finish.
I thought that one was going to get put in about row 10 of the band, back into the band section, but somehow Stephon Smith able to get that out of the shot blocking arm of Keyshawn Reed.
Here's Medlin. Leaves it for Davis. Butterfield. The one-hand runner is good. How about that? Don't know if I've seen that in the repertoire yet by Spencer Butterfield.
You start off an offensive possession, getting an on-ball screen from your big center, and then multiple sets of screens. And you've got shooters coming off screens where they can shoot or penetrate. You had Marcel penetrating, he kicks to Butterfield. You have Butterfield penetrating, and he gets the open look.
Davis has it. 2 Spartans back defensively. Butterfield not in rhythm, so reset the offense.
San Jose's in a man.
Aggies by 4 as we're inside 15 minutes to play second half. And Medlin was fouled. That was the foot on the line. They're going to give the foul to Chris Jones, and it will be 3 free throws. That'll happen when you come back. 14:31 left. Aggies on top, 40-36. Preston Medlin has done, up to this point, 14 points, leading scorer for Utah State.
Well, you take a look at some of the things he's done. I like the little spin move and then off the left hand. I mean, look at that one. The defender kind of pushed him away from the basket. I think he's done a fantastic job tonight. Preston's playing tremendous. And take a look. You mentioned 14 points, only 1 rebound, but he's got an opportunity to go for three three-pointers, right? Or excuse me, 3 free throws right now as he's fouled on that three-pointer.
What's underrated, I think, about his game is that he actually gets shots for his teammates. Now with 3 assists as he makes good on the first free throw. He and Marcel kind of battling out for that top assist mark coming into this game. One more coming up here for Medlin. He scored 9 of his 22 in overtime against the Vandals to put that baby to bed, and he hits all 3. 43-36, Aggies in front, and now showing a little bit of pressure. Brown gets it inside. Stone comes up with it. Davis pushes ahead to Butterfield. Butterfield will be called for the offensive foul. Critical offensive foul near the end of regulation against Idaho, and a bang-bang close call. One more look.
Well, great job by Stephon Smith. A miscue on the offensive end, kind of got blocked by the rim. Didn't know where he was on the court when he went up for the dunk. And he hustles back, and you give him hustle points right there. Sets his feet and draws a charge. I'd like to see Butterfield jump stop right there. Jump stop and dish. So if you jump stop, you don't get the offensive foul.
Inside 14 minutes to play, second half. And Spartans, they've played a pretty clean game. This is just the third turnover for Coach Nessman's team.
Yeah, you take a look at Coach Nessman. He's probably going to be forced to call a timeout here soon if the Aggies get on a little run. That's what you don't want to do in an environment like this, is let the home crowd really get into it.
This is Utah State's largest lead here at 6 points. Butterfield peeking inside. And Medlin unable to connect. Brown comes up with it. 3 Aggies back defensively. Smith wants it inside against Stone. Instead, they go the other way. Reed, nice defense. Contesting that one to Cunningham.
Cunningham, he's going to want to back Reed down. Just stand straight up. That's going to be a double dribble. Good defense coming from Keyshawn. Straight up. Didn't do anything stupid. And, anytime you get a big post player with the ball trying to back down, if you play smart defensively, you can take them out of their offensive set. It goes for both teams.
I think Keyshawn's really improved his defensive effort from last year to this season.
You take a look, he kind of took his right hand and maybe went across the arm. Yeah, it's definitely a double dribble. I think Marcel Davis is, I don't know if he had blood on his, yeah, he's got a bloody nose.
Tough kid, no question about it. I think during his junior year, broke his jaw and his nose. Wanted to get back to his team. His dad's like, wait a minute now, you got some time to heal up. He didn't want to let his teammates down at American Fork. Here's Butterfield to Medlin. Medlin, that baseline runner doesn't fall. Smith with the rebound.
The Aggies are doing a great job this second half, running their offensive sets and getting good looks. Getting much better looks at the basket. That probably credit to why they're leading right now. But they're not rebounding the ball. They're not getting the offensive looks. I think that Coach Nessman went in and challenged his guys at halftime to get a body on somebody and go get a defensive rebound, because so far Utah State's struggling to get an offensive rebound and a second chance opportunity.
Back-to-back turnovers committed by the Spartans. You see Stone and then Medlin coming in, forcing that turnover.
Most guys will panic in the post if you double them and bring pressure quick.
Oh, they're going to get Medlin on his screen.
Utah State running some type of a weave right at the top of the key right now. And Medlin was just trying to dish the ball off to Butterfield and tried to get out of the way and ran into the defender. It's kind of like a dish and you set a screen.
Only his first personal foul. 12:15 left, second half. 43-36 from inside the spectrum, and now Stone will be guilty of the foul.
Stone looks over the bench and knows he made a mistake. Something Coach Morrill loves to do is on screens, he gets his big guys out to show. Slow down the defender and then get out. You took right here. See, he'll come up, he'll show, and he gets picked up with the foul. You got to reach. It's just a quick show to slow the offense, to slow the offender down and get your defensive guy in position to get back and retreat. And then you've got to get back in your post defensive position.
Brown double clutched on the three. That's off the mark. Keyshawn Reed with the rebound. And we're going to have a foul on Chris Jones, the senior out of Hayward, California. Stopping the action. 11:47 left. 43-36. Starting here. Oh, maybe it's just for free gear. I thought we were going to have a wave, but it was the staff bringing out like free gear.
I found if you want to get people on their feet at a sporting event, you throw free gear. It's amazing what people do for a free T-shirt.
Free gear, even plungers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Or you turn a camera on the crowd, and all of a sudden, it's instant mayhem. Okay, so Aggies on top, 43-36 with possession. trying to remain perfect in conference play, trying to improve to 5-0. They're picked second by the coaches, first by the media to win the WAC. Here's Keyshawn Reed on a drive and able to draw the foul, and Keyshawn will head to the free throw line.
Well, I like what the Aggies are doing offensively. I like Keyshawn attacking the rim. He's shown his ability to dish out to Medlin on the earlier 3 ball. And right there, the lane opened up. When you're as athletic as he is and as quick off the dribble, go to the rim. Why not draw the foul or just dunk him? Scary things can happen with him with the ball in his hands, going to the rim.
Keyshawn, go dunk. And he's provided. He again leads the team with dunks. He's got 14 on the season. Had one earlier in the first half. Marvin Jean comes in. Butterfield goes out for Coach Morrill. Looking to win, Brooks, his 220th game inside the spectrum. He's got a winning percentage of 92%.
He's won a lot of games here. And it's when it's full like it is tonight, good things happen. You know, cardboard cutouts have made it all the way to the top row behind the basket. They're just passing them along up there.
About 15 cardboard cutouts. Adds to the atmosphere. Now this place is going to be rocking next year too. And of course, both these programs are heading to the Mountain West Conference. But boy, this is going to be a very fun environment next year as well. Cunningham's in trouble, gets it out. The jumper is off the mark. Whistle inside, they get Marvin Jean.
What great defense by Jordan Stone, and that's probably why we're seeing Jordan Stone instead of Matt Lopez. Is Stone brings you a defensive intensity and a physicality to the game. And that was great defense on Cunningham, forcing the long ball. Instead, Utah State couldn't come up with that defensive rebounds. Credit Stephon Smith. He's a beast in there. That's a good matchup with him and Jordan Stone doing battle.
Oh, lob it up top is Cunningham able to finish. That was a nice touch pass by Xavier Jones, who's had a terrific ball game. Again, filling in for this shorthanded Spartan team. 12 points and that beautiful assist. 44-38 Aggies. Get to our Salt Lake Express delivery of the game.
Wait, how about Medlin? A little kick to Marvin Jean. Marvin Jean solid off the bench, and it started with Medlin penetrating the zone. And you got defenders out of position, able to knock down the 3.
One of his 3 assists by Preston Medlin. Utah State with the lead and possession. Here's Jean. Deflected by the Spartans as Clifford and Jared Shaw check into the ball game for Coach Morrill.
You take a look at Utah State's lineup, and they're struggling to get the ball into the post. And credit San Jose for their defense on the wings. They're really bothering the wings.
Gets it into Shaw. Back to Medlin. The shades of the Idaho game there with that spot on the court. Back to Shaw. What a setup by Preston Medlin. Nice 2-man game as Jared Shaw with 2 more now with 8 points and 7 rebounds for the big fella.
A lot of on-ball screens. Just playing 2-man game. Pick and roll. And it starts with that penetration again. I think Preston Medlin, he gets deep in the lane. It's going to force defenders to double.
Smith missing inside. Another rebound by Jared Shaw. 8 points, 8 boards for the Oklahoma State transfer. Clifford spots up. Back iron. Spartans come up with it, looking to run. Here's Jones. Rolling. Nice job getting back defensively, slowing down San Jose State. A wild shot by Brown. Out of bounds. It'll be Aggie basketball with 9:32 remaining.
I'll tell you what, right now in the key, it's a battle. It's a battle in the paint. And you just keep an eye on Stephon Smith and Cunningham. They are just beating up Shaw and Clifford down low. They're just physical. Every time they go for a rebound, they're getting off bounds because they're getting shoved and pushed. They're just being so strong down low.
Jared Shaw deflected, gets to Medlin. He was grabbed twice. And the second time they're going to call Jones for the foul. Medlin took exception. They thought the whistle wasn't blown there.
Xavier Jones.
Got him twice.
He had the look on his face like, yeah, I fouled him. But ball's going the other way. He still wanted to keep possession. I mean, that's got to be a tough assignment. Anybody that comes into this building and has to guard Preston Medlin, the preseason player of the year, and seeing what he's done tonight. I mean, he's been able to facilitate. He's been able to shoot, get to the free throw line.
Got that all-around game, also a team leader. Roland. And Utah State turning it over.
I like the idea of Roland getting in there. You got the big, tall defenders surrounded you. You saw Shaw open up for a split second, Marvin Jean for a split second. But you got to know where you are on the court. That baseline will creep up on you if you don't know where you are on the court. You got to be careful. As you mentioned, turns into another turnover for Utah State.
Twice as many turnovers as they had against Idaho. Now with 12 tonight. We approach 8.5 to play second half. Jones cut off by Shaw. Shot clock now down to 5. 3 ball. Front rim. Second chance, and we get Roland on the reach. As it was Pennington. Came up with a rebound as Marcel Davis. Freshman comes in for Roland.
Tell you what, DJ Brown's really done a good job for San Jose State of controlling the tempo of this ball game. Impressed with the sophomore point guard. Did a pretty good job getting them into an offensive flow. He gets the ball early and in good position to set the offense.
Yeah, he started that very early in tonight's game, taking the first several shots and scoring. Smith, top of the key, and it's good. So showing you some range. Coach Nessman wants to call a timeout here with 8:03 left. And the Spartans trailing by 6. Well, how about our Larry H. Miller drive of the game? And again, it's going to be Preston Medlin.
Boy, how about that spin move? You know, it started with the on-ball screen coming from Keyshawn Reed. And then the left-handed finish. And he put enough English just to barely get that up in and in. Nice little finger roll.
I mean, it was a great finish, as you mentioned. From this angle, just like there's no way he's going to get that in. And Medlin got it in. So nicely done by Preston Medlin again. As Coach Nessman's team short-handed, scrappy bunch. They've improved dramatically from this year to last season, already matching their win total. Best start in conference since 1988. This team, they'll need some momentum as, you know, they go throughout this year, but also they're going to the Mountain West Conference, which, hello, that might be a 7-team bid league.
Wow, that conference has been so good. You look at the RPI, they're the second best conference in the RPI right now.
Inside 8 to play. There's Jared Shaw going at Cunningham. Gets in the lane, good position. The jump off is good by Jared Shaw, now in double figures with 10 points.
Well, Michael, you take a look at what Shaw did there. Go with those 10 points, his 8 rebounds. As he caught the ball deep in the paint, he backed his defender. He was patient. And he didn't fall away from the basket. He went to the basket. That's twice in this ball game that he's been the more physical aggressor on the offensive end. And that's one thing he struggled with. Great job by Shaw.
Has 5 double-doubles on the season. To lead the team, here's Brown. Knocks in a much-needed 3 by the Spartans.
And the ball started off by going high post in the zone. Utah State went zone, and they're going to force San Jose to shoot the 3 ball. And that's a big play coming from DJ Brown. Well, I mean, you take a look at Shaw right here, Michael. You take a look at this. Using that butt, backing down the key. His feet are in the paint. Both feet in the paint. When you're 6'11", that's an easy shot.
Davis in the lane. Oh, nice setup to Keyshawn. And Reed was fouled. We'll head back to the free throw line. But in kind of the setup by Marcel Davis.
We take a look at Marcel Davis, so patient offensively, waited for that play to develop.
Aggies by 5, 6:45 left in the game. You know, believe it or not, San Jose State, they actually shot better on the road than at home this season, but not tonight. They are really struggling. That Utah State defense ratcheted up a couple notches. San Jose State shooting just 35% for the game, 22% from three-point range is Keyshawn Reed. Now at the free throw line.
You know, to end this first half, Utah State, you look at Keyshawn Reed, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks tonight. But to end the half, Utah State was +9 on the boards. They're now only +5. You can tell they're doing a much better job. They're not giving up any offensive rebounds. Utah State's only got 5 offensive rebounds in this ballgame.
One more coming up for Reed. Utah State, it's one of the big reasons why they're 13-1, because the rebounding edge, +9, coming into tonight's game. Number 1 in the WAC. They've only lost the rebounding battle 3 times this season. Wow, nifty drive, missed it, but Smith right there for the follow-up.
You know, it started with the screen, an on-ball screen.
Whoa, what's the call here?
I think they said he stepped over the line. I thought they said Spencer stepped over the line. So they're going to give it back to Utah State. I think it was the far official, and the official on the baseline set him straight.
It's my guy Rick O'Neal clarifying things. Davis gives it up to Gene. Here's Jared Shaw inside. Drives the double back outside to Gene. Missed on the 3. Smith another rebound.
So there's not even an opportunity for Utah State to get that offensive rebound. Stephen Smith has played fantastic down low getting boards.
One-time starter a season ago, now coming off the bench. Getting extra playing time because Spartans shorthanded. 2 of their Bennett players not making the trip to Logan.
Keep your eye on this matchup down here. Physical play.
Cunningham turns it over. The 6th now committed by the Spartans. And again, Keyshawn Reed giving some credit defensively.
Let's take a look. It looked like, yeah, he's shuffling the feet. Both feet moved. I think Keyshawn's played much better in the second half defensively. One thing that Utah State has failed to do this year, Michael, is have a premier defender step up and stop somebody. And that's really what struggled, is taking away the three-pointer and taking shooting teams out of the game. Boy, it's physical down there. They can't hold the ball. A lot of turnovers in this game.
I thought Butterfield got fouled twice on that possession. No whistle. Spartans with possession, trailing by 4 as we approach 5 minutes. What a gritty effort by San Jose State. Smith, back iron, tips, and Jared Shaw gets it clear out at the 3-point line. Medlin, and there's the foul going to be called on Pennington. LeVan Pennington committing the personal.
Well, Pennington and Jones, they put Xavier Jones and LeVan Pennington both on Medlin, and neither one of them can stay in front. We've seen the spin move to the basket. We've seen it right there. They're just forced to reach out and grab.
So Smith goes out with 6 points and 4 rebounds. 2 fouls. Medlin with 1-and-1 situation. Makes good on the first. And Medlin now a perfect 6 for 6 at the line tonight. Struggled in overtime, but had 9 points in the overtime section, so he did plenty. Plus he sent the game into OT. Now perfect 7 for 7 at the line, and a 51-45 advantage. Brown 3 doesn't fall. Reed, nice positioning.
Well, it was Cunningham all over Reed's arm, and that's what the caller wanted. It's just so physical.
Jared Shaw lost it, put it up. Rebounded again. Second chance here by Keyshawn Reed and the Aggies. You're looking for offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's their first in a long time. And see if they can come up with an offensive set here.
Butterfield drains the 3. Spencer Butterfield is always one of the first guys, last guys to leave. Knocks in a 3, and we had a whistle and a foul.
And the foul's going to go against Jared Shaw. They said he hooked I believe it was Brown. You take a look right here. You see Butterfield hits it, and then right there is where you take a look at Shaw just grabbing Brown, Alex Brown. Throw away. Now Alex is going to go to the free throw line. This is a 32% free throw shooter. It's already 1 for 2 here.
Alex Brown, the shot blocker extraordinaire. Yes, has, as you mentioned, struggled from the line. And he's going to look into a pretty ominous Herd section. All those cutouts.
I think Paul Bunyan's over there. Got the braided beard and all.
Incredibly, he makes the first.
Boy, a guy that shoots 32% from the free throw line is able to step up and go.
The beard has failed Mr. Bean.
2 out of 3.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
There's the lumberjack. One more coming up for Brown. How about that?
3 for 4 tonight. They're probably one of the toughest free throw shooting environments in the country.
Pressure here by the Spartans. 54-47. Reed used to find Davis and does. Ooh, dangerous pass. Marcel Davis back outside to Medlin. Medlin knocks it down. He got poked in the face before he let that one go.
You could see as soon as he took his dribble and he caught the ball in triple threat, he didn't even elevate on a jump shot. And that's a jump shooter that kept his feet on the ground because he was missing an eye.
Medlin now with 21. Ball knocked away from Cunningham. Oh, they're going to say San Jose State basketball. 3:45 left. Aggies by 9. Big shot from Medlin. 3:47 remaining, 56-47. Utah State so close to putting this one on ice, but got to give the shorthanded Spartans some credit.
Boy, how about how physical they've been? I mean, that last play, Cunningham just backing Keyshawn Reed down into the lane deep and using 2 arms to push away.
Cunningham able to get it back. Brown, open look at a 3. In and out. Cunningham and Davis now mixing it up. And I think they're gonna get Davis here on the foul.
Well, that's what Utah State's looking at. You take a look at Brown almost on the follow-up dunk, and boy, I'll tell you what, credit Cunningham, how physical and strong he's been. They're battling. They're out-rebounding him here in the second half.
Cunningham 5 of 11 shooting, 12 points, 6 rebounds, makes good on the first. Now a perfect 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. One more coming up from the junior out of Pomona. Transfer out of Santa Clara. Boy, makes them both.
And they're going to extend the pressure. They're going to try and get out and full court press and try and trap Keyshawn. Right, that's a good idea by Keyshawn. They're looking for the ball tossed back to the point guard and trap him. So they're denying Marcel Davis the ball right now.
Medlin thought he was fouled, forced that one up. Cunningham with the rebound.
Boy, Medlin was raked across the arm. I mean, you don't just jump up and fall off balance without contact.
Jones, beautiful move, a little up and under for Xavier Jones, who's had a terrific ball game.
All you little ones watching at home, a ball fake will do a lot of good. And that's what Jones did. A little ball fake, get the defenders to blow by you. The defender takes a ball fake, it's generally going to give you an open look at the basket.
Guy averaging 3 points has 14 points tonight. Couple of rebounds. Davis on a drive. Gives it for Jared Shaw, who was fouled. And now Shaw will head to the free throw line.
Marcel Davis has done a good job getting his teammates to the foul line tonight. Just by simple penetration and letting defenders collapse. His post players just haven't quite been able to finish, but they're able to go to the foul line and get the easy two.
Utah State 12 of 15. That's 80% from the free throw line. Shot at high archer. Makes good on the first. 11 points, 9 rebounds by Jared Shaw. 1 of 2 as Brown comes in for the board. 6-point ball game. Jones quickly down at the other end. See if they get the read on the block there.
In order to be a good basketball team, Michael, I truly believe you've got to defend the perimeter. Have a lockdown defender defend the perimeter and then stop transition points. And force people to take 2-pointers in half-court sets. It's hard to win games if you're going to take 2-point baskets in a half-court set every time. If you take away the transition and take away the 3 ball, you're tough to beat. And defensively, the Aggies haven't done that yet. In the past, that's what they've done. They've been able to take away the 3-ball, and they've been able to stop transition D.
Here's the other Jones, Chris Jones, Jared Shaw. There's a double-double for Mr. Shaw.
Rebound number 10 for Shaw. Boy,
that's
what
a
big play.
6 double-doubles now to lead Utah State in that category. Still a 6-point advantage as we approach 2 minutes.
Well, San Jose's not out of this game. Seems like they've lost a little bit after that last play.
Malin gets it over to Shaw. Shaw draws the foul again and will head to the free throw line.
Boy, every time Utah State goes up to shoot a basket, there's contact. Whether it's called or not, there's been so much contact at the rim.
Spartans not letting Utah State finishing here, but they are sending them to the line. The Aggies are shooting 76%. Shaw makes good on the first. LeVan Pennington checks in for Coach Nessman.
Interesting how this San Jose team would be if James Kinney was here.
And Lewis Garrett, who's a young man out of Pineview High School. Did not meet team policy, we were told. We found that out an hour before tip-off. Didn't even make the trip. Had things in San Jose that they had to take care of. Their team, though, battling here tonight, shorthanded. And still a chance here with 1:44 left and sending DJ Brown to the free throw line.
You know, he's got
leads the team with 78%.
You know, he averages 9 points a game. Tonight he's got 8. He's got kind of an unorthodox shot. Very unorthodox shot, but he's able to knock him down. Still shoots about 33% from downtown. But boy, what a heady play by just getting the easy 2 and getting to the foul line.
Now in double figures with 10. He joins Jones and Cunningham. Double figures for the Spartans. Davis. Now here's Reed. Medlin. Inside a minute and a half to play. Back to Preston. Brown comes over to affect the shot, but got a piece of Medlin. And they'll send Preston back to the free throw line. It's been a perfect 7 for 7.
I think that's a good play coming from Medlin, patient, and drawn Brown there. Had he just gone up for the layup, Brown probably would have put that in about the 3rd row. Instead, he was very patient and was patient with how he released his shot. Kind of held it back in a double clutch and forced Brown to foul him. Medlin leads all scorers, and he's tough to guard when he's on. So he hasn't been a major threat from downtown, but he's found ways to get baskets tonight.
He had 22 against Idaho. Now he's got 23 tonight against the Spartans. Coming in, he had 21 points. He averaged 21 points in WAC play alone. And now he urges the Spectrum crowd to get loud as we approach a minute to play in the ballgame. Brown, oh, nice look inside. Blocked by Reed. Cunningham got it back. The whistle underneath. And a foul is going to be on Utah State.
Well, they're going to give the foul to Spencer Butterfield. How about Keyshawn Reed coming up with a big block? Hey, you take a look right here. Pennington thinks he's got the basket to the lane. And boy, what a play. There's Butterfield right there. He reaches in with the hand. Reaches in with both hands. And that's where they give him the foul.
It's the second on Butterfield. Cunningham at the line.
How about San Jose stepping up to the challenge and knocking down the free throws here? They're tough place to shoot free throws.
Before that last one, they were shooting 90%. That drops them back to 81%. But way over their average.
Yeah, 11 of 16 with Utah State. Or excuse me, 9 of 11. And Utah State 16 of 21 from the foul line tonight.
Typically, on the year, they shoot 69% from the charity stripe. But again tonight, 83%. Pressure here by the Spartans. 6-point ball game. Boy, Reed's in trouble. Gets out of it. Gets it up to Medlin. Boy, Reed Did a nice job not turning the ball over in that situation. Looked like it might be a help ball situation or maybe even a turnover, but had the wherewithal to stay with the play.
Well, Alex Brown's got 4 fouls. He's got to be careful. I don't know if you want, your premier athlete, your shot blocker, your whatever you want to call him down in the middle. You want to let him up there pressuring the ball like that.
And our player of the game, none other than Jared Shaw, the work that he has put in, 12 points, 10 rebounds, his 6th double-double.
Well, all these baskets we've seen Jared Shaw score on, and the reason he's scoring those is each of those passes from Medlin, he kept the ball behind him, put on the floor, which he gets accustomed to doing. Went up and scored. The couple post moves, he got his feet deep in the paint and went to the basket and finished to the basket. Good job coming from Jared Shaw on those.
He's our GNC player of the game as you have a look at Coach Nesmith. We're going to find a lot about this Spartan team as they hit the road here against the Aggies, and they'll have Denver, and then they'll have New Mexico State. So 3 of the 4 best teams in the conference. Butterfield fouled by Pennington.
Well, both teams with 10 fouls, so it's going to be double bonus from here on out.
Sean Reed, a career-high 4 block shots.
Wow. The premier blocker's been Brown. Now Brown may not have all the blocks tonight, but boy, has he altered a lot of shots.
Butterfield makes the first. Nick Reeves checks in, the sophomore. Playing in his 6th game here tonight. One more for Spencer Butterfield. Such a good shooter, makes both. 62-54.
Shooting close to 80%. If they can continue to shoot around 80% or 78, 79%, that'll win you a lot of games. But I'll tell you what, DJ Brown, boy, what a quick guard. Deceivingly fast. Left-handed, tough to guard. He's just a nemesis defensively. I mean, you go ask Marcel Davis if he'll want to play him again. Boy.
He's had 2 games where he had no turnovers this season. You can see typically takes care of the ball, could also score, runs the team well. DJ Brown, just a sophomore too. We'll be hearing about him for years to come as both these teams will transition to the Mountain West Conference next season.
I take a look at this right up the court. Marcel Davis having a hard time staying in front of him. That was with the right hand. I mean, Jared Shaw did what he's taught to do. Be careful, don't get a dumb foul and an and one opportunity. Just stand straight up, make him go around you. He was forced to finish with the right hand.
Utah State shooting 46% from the floor, 33% from three-point range, and 78% from the line. So kind of a bounce-back shooting performance than they had the second half against Idaho.
They're +1 on the boards. They were +9 at half. And I mentioned San Jose slowly crawling back into this in the rebounding margin. And right now, 32 rebounds for Utah State, and only 32 for San Jose, and only 33.
Brown leads them in rebounding with 9 as Shaw gets it to Medlin. And Medlin fouls out Alex Brown. Winning team, losing team chant. Here it is.
That last foul is going to take Brown out of the game. I'm surprised that they took Brown and put him on the ball. You know, I'm surprised that they put him on the ball to get that foul, because you know you've got a foul. You got to get the ball back when you're down 8.
Medlin able to knock down both free throws now with 25 points. There's DJ Brown quickly back the other way. Blocked by Shaw, but you say you got a piece of him.
How about the hug from it coming from Brown? Hey, you might have fouled me afterwards. Boy, I put that one off the glass. Big block coming from Shaw.
I think it was clean up top, but probably got him with the body.
That's his 4th foul. You know, I don't know if this coaching staff is happy with the way Utah State played. They found ways to win games, but all season long it seems like they've played to their competition. You look across, a win's a win, we'll take the win, but man, we're far from a good team, and we've got a lot to work on. Is what I'm going to assume that Coach Morrill's going to say in his post-game. Look at Coach Nessman, he's got a lot to look forward to. This is a much improved San Jose State team than what we've seen in the past. They'll come at you with a full fist fight. I mean, they'll bring everything they can.
There's Medlin. They're just going to hold it in a foul. Here's Keyshawn Reed with shot back. Oh, Kinker rolls it in. Fans wanted a top 10 play.
Well, probably a good idea from Reed not to rub it in. He probably didn't want to hear about it in practice.
And DJ Brown scores with .5 left. Won't be enough. The Aggies, winners at home again. They're giving Keyshawn the business. Didn't want to show up the Spartans. Coach Morrill has won his 220th game inside the spectrum with just 19 losses. Good time stuff by Coach Morrill. And how about our Four Seasons Event Center Luxury Apartment sub of the game? Marvin Jean coming off the bench, knocking down that three. So the Aggies improved to 14-1. They have now won 13 in a row. Let's go down now to Brooks Hansen. Go ahead, Brooks.
Thanks, Michael. Here at Jared Shaw. Jared, a pretty physical battle down low. They were coming at you hard. Talk about the physicality.
It was pretty physical. Getting double teamed, slapped at, all the above, you name it. But we came out, we fought. We ended with a victory.
What do you take away from this win?
Just got to stay together. Basketball's game is 40 minutes, not the first half. So I think we played a whole basketball game today.
All right, then looking forward to New Mexico State and Denver. What do you know about them?
I can leave.